Hey, good afternoon. It's Trisha of Triumph with Trisha. How are you today? So, I just wanted to talk to you as I'm new to you guys, right? There's not a lot of videos about me out yet because my channel is fairly new. So, what I'm going to do for the next, I'm not sure how long yet, couple of days, maybe a week or two, I'm not sure, is just answer some questions. More like entrepreneur mindset type of questions, or whatever. Keeping it clean though. This first question that I had here is why, what do you say you do when people ask what do you do? If I say I'm a life coach, um, I don't have like a neat and tidy little prepared statement, right? I like to connect with people, so I help transform people's lives. And the majority of my clientele are women. Uh, what my passion is entrepreneurship. But within entrepreneurship, you have to work on your mindset. So I do have a program that I'm available for individual coaching, but I do have a program that I'm almost ready to do like a group offer. Either way, within something like that, I'm so proud of it. But what the core of the program is working on your money mindset, right? Pardon me, and getting paid doing what you love. So for myself, I love to connect with people. I really love to have conversation, learn about other people. I'm really that person. What I get paid to do is I have an entrepreneurial spirit. I always have. And I didn't know what I could do. Like, what is the thing? I tried so many different, was it going to be paralegal type stuff? I can be a paralegal, which was great, but it didn't fill me in here. Was it hospitality, hotel, like special events type stuff, wedding planner? Oh, they're great. It didn't fill me in here. I was like, it's fine, but it wasn't the thing. And I really didn't have a desire to work at another job or go to a different job or go back to school to try a new career field. And so I have a lot of life experience. I'm a mother, single mother, 3 kids. Right now they're big, 17, 15, and 13. And excuse me, what I do is I help my clients with mindset, figuring out what their purpose is. There's actually a course. I'm so proud of myself. Like, there's a course and there's questions and things to go through. It might just be a discovery call. Somebody might just need some accountability, like an accountability partner. It's different things, right? And we go through a few weeks of, listen, if you want to have a consulting style business or coaching style business, you can do this. What are the things that you can just talk about? Somebody says, okay, go talk about your favorite thing. What can you just talk about? You don't have to be certified to be able to do that. You can. A lot of people that do life coaching, they become certified. Some choose to do that before and then they start business. Some never do, and some people start acquiring clients and then they decide to get a certification, but it's not required. So I always would help people and advise people as best as I can because I like to teach. And I really love to talk. I'm a talker. Give me a phone and I could talk all day. It's a little weird still for me just talking to a camera, but I'm working through it, right? So what I do is I help people. My main focus, honestly, is single mothers, but I will work with people, right? I wouldn't turn away somebody else. So what's your purpose? What is the thing? There's so many people that have an idea for a business, but they've never actually done anything with it. And then sometimes they see somebody else who did the thing, and they're like, oh my God, I thought of that. When you go to the store and you go to buy bread, there isn't just one bread. There's several different types of bread. There's literally shelves of this bread, that, raisin this, cinnamon that, bagels, all these different things, bran, Ezekiel bread, whole wheat bread, 9 grain. Like there's tons of different kinds of bread. So even if your business idea is similar or the same as somebody else's, that doesn't mean that you couldn't still do it or that you shouldn't still do it, right? So that's for somebody who's like, I have this idea, I don't know what to do, how to get it off the ground, or maybe they just need, it's like having a personal cheerleader. I'm a serial encourager, right? So there's mindset, because so much goes into that, but it's actually over a period of, a few weeks, we're going through things like understand that you can do this. There are some clients that they're past just having an idea. They've gotten started, but they're kind of stuck to really launch this thing and get it off the ground. Some people are like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what my purpose is. I have no idea. So I take folks through some steps. And the reason that I love it so much is because it's stuff that I also needed, right? I grew up, my mom passed away when I was 17. And I can see now as I'm an adult that there's so many things that I needed, and there's just so many things about the way that I grew up that wasn't horrible, but also there are areas where it really wasn't ideal. And you don't have to do things the way, the way your primary care people did. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's horrible, sometimes it's a mix and kind of in between. But you being your own person, you also can decide, I don't want to do this way. I don't want to deal with my frustration in this manner. And so I'm going to do things differently. But what is productive? What is a healthy way to do that? Sometimes we just don't know. So I love things that are entrepreneurship related, being your own boss. And so for people that desire to do that, I help them figure out what it is and get that thing off the ground. For me, because I love to talk to people, this was really not, it was a no-brainer. But I was like, oh my gosh, years ago, I wouldn't have never thought that I could be consulting, because, there was just so many things. It's a video that'll come in the future, but there was enough things where I was like, what would I consult on? Because I was wired to go to school. That's my training. Go to school and get the job. And I went to school, and the types of jobs that I got were not the ones that I actually went to school for. So in my program, you're dealing with mindset, having an understanding, like personal development. So the first program that I did was, I think, in 2017. And what I found so beneficial was helping me to understand why I do some of the things that I do. Why do I feel this way about this thing? Oh, this actually isn't my stuff. My primary care people or person felt this way, and I just kind of absorbed their mindset about this thing. But that's them, and whatever their bias or issues are, that's not actually mine. So now I'm moving through the world in a certain way that actually doesn't line up with how I really feel, right? So we don't go major super deep, but still it really gave me a lot of insight into how I do things, how I think about things. Have I been making fear-based decisions, not getting certain desired results at times, managing stress, managing stress, like when you're not prepared for change, if you've lost somebody, going through a divorce. I also went through a divorce. That was not an easy thing to go through. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a belief in yourself and your ability, then, that's the first thing. So I really get to connect with my clients. I probably have said a whole lot in the time of this video, but that's just what it is. I have a lot to say. So within connecting with people, sometimes people just need to be listened to. That's it. They just need somebody to hear them and see them, right? And before I went through coaching, I was going to do something else and just add coaching as an additional service. And I chose to get certified, understanding that I didn't have to be able to do it. But once I really got into the work, into the core of the work and I saw how beneficial it can be for people, I was like, man, this is very me. This is really, if to know me, everybody is like, oh my gosh, this is totally you. Because I really love to help people. If you are feeling bad or just not knowing how to deal with something, or you become very withdrawn, whatever it is, I really like to help people. And so there's a lot of things that are covered within my programs and my coaching. But what gets me excited is, oh my gosh, you have a business, you have an idea, are you doing that? I love hearing it. I love it because I don't know, it's just always been in me to be that way, right? I always wanted to work for myself, and even 2 years ago I didn't know how this was really going to happen. It's been a long journey. I'm in Canada. We're not on lockdown, but the pandemic is not all over yet, right? So I'm at home. I own the home that I live in now, and I have my little office space, which I'm still decorating. I'm still decorating it, but I have an office. My kids are at school because we did last year virtual school. It was not great. Thank God we got through it, and they are back to school. Yep. And they have space now to work if things change in the future and there needs to be virtual school happening again. But back to what I was saying is, I didn't know that I really wanted to work for myself, because I have 3 kids. Needs of my family really require that I am flexible. I have doctor's appointments. I have one of my kids with some needs that are special, and so we have appointments. Some days she does not feel well and she cannot go to school, and it's medically related, and I need the flexibility. And I would hate asking or calling in, I can't come in today, or asking if I can leave early for, when they had a play when they were younger or whatever. It used to mess with my personality. Like, I'm a grown up. I am a mother with children, and I'm asking for this time off. Why do I have to ask you? It was not my preference. So anyway, at the core of what I do, I love to help people. And I have gone through these steps, and now I'm doing what I want to do. And that's really what makes me so happy. I'm at home. If you don't want to be at home, or you only want to do that, have a business or consulting or something on a part-time basis, that's totally fine. If you want to be working because you just prefer to be at your job and this is not of interest to you, that's totally fine. I am not here to knock anyone who has a job. We need jobs, and we need people to be in them. They're important, right? It's just, that's not the thing that made me the happiest. So I'm talking about myself there. But I know that even right now, there's a lot of people, I hear conversations, a lot of people that don't want to go back to work. They're like, I can work from home. I can work in my pajamas. Are you crazy? I'm not going back to that office. On the flip side of that, there's a lot of people who cannot wait for their job to call them because they are tired of being around their spouse or partner, all these kids. I need to get out of this house. I need to be around people. I get it. If what I'm saying here doesn't resonate with you, it's okay, right? It's okay. But it's like it was a question in here in my soul. What are you going to do with yourself? How can you afford to take care of these kids, right? I was divorced, and a lot of other things went on there, and I wasn't getting any help financially. So I wasn't always doing coaching. It's really been a long road, but I've worked on myself. I chose to be open and look at who I am, where I'm at right now. Is it actually where I want to be? Am I doing the things that I want to do? No, I wasn't, and I wasn't happy. And I kept seeing that desire, that dream of having my home office. I did so many things, and I went to school, and I just tried all this stuff, and that dream seemed like it was getting further and further away. So when I worked on myself and I did some mindset work, I was like, okay, I empowered myself, right? And so what I really want to be able to do with other people is to help you get to where it is you want to go on your journey. So I'm not here to do the work for you. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying though is I'm in my lane, and I know that I am. I gotta tell you, it's really something when you know that you know that you know. So this is my very long answer to that question. What do you say? I don't say all this. I don't keep anybody for like 15 minutes to answer the question. But I am a life coach. It is a passion of mine. I love to help people transform their lives, where they help them to believe in themselves, right? Get over certain things, unlearn old behaviors that maybe were not productive for them. And if they want to be an entrepreneur and work for themselves in this capacity, I actually have a program, right, that I have done myself. It's not just something I bought, right? Like I actually have gone through these things, and it's got me here where now I'm like, I'm a homeowner, I'm a business owner, I'm working from my office, right? And I can help you if that is what you want to do. I am here. So with that being said, I'm gonna go for now, but maybe the answers to the other questions, they might be as long. We'll see. They might be long, they may not be. I'm working on the eye contact. Listen, I just started doing these videos and it is weird. I could literally, do you guys see, like, I love to talk? Yeah. But I could literally talk with a phone probably all day until my voice checks out. So can you hear the raspiness a little bit? The weather's been changing, and but I'm not sick, there's no senile, there's none of that, none of it. So that is my answer to the question, my long-winded answer. I prefer detail-oriented. Anyway, I'll be back very, very soon to answer another question. Take care. Blessings to you. Bye-bye.